Years of pressure and buildup now released. It's very intense to go through it. And as we go through the event, the solar flash, when you track your body, the symptoms, what you see in the world, right? It has been like this. It's been like this. So, and most of the pain and the pressure that you feel building on the inside, you're going to feel it deep within the spine, in your stomach, and the intensity, right? It's gonna get really sharp, and then it's gonna lighten up, and then you're gonna say to yourself, "Oh, we made it through." No, and then the intensity comes back, and this feeling, right? As you track your body, the tuning forks picking up on this energy that we're all living in the Schumann resonance. It's going like this. So that's the energetic wave. We can't see the wave that we're living in. We're living through this wave, but our body is picking up on it. You're reading what many of you have posted on Facebook. Feel like I'm going to jump out of my skin. Body's on fire. Is your nervous system on fire? So many lower back issues. And we go through it. And it gets really intense, and then it lightens up. And then you think you're done, and then it comes back. So if anyone, I'm getting a lot of chat comments in the chat, we're live. It's going like this, up and down. So because you when you look at a wave, right, and this is a constructive interference wave, these waves, the frequency wave, it's going through us. It's going through the world. We discussed it yesterday. So now, as we continue to update, not only were there massive earthquakes and the tsunami, we discussed that yesterday. So now it was close to almost 2,000 aftershocks. And that is the shift, the shaking of the world, the micro and the macro. We're feeling this inside of us. The shaking that's inside of us, the pressure that has been building on the inside, and it's ready for release. And I'm going to be discussing all of this, what you're actually going through emotionally, how your spirit or your energy, your energetic body is actually living in the future, while in the physical, it hasn't caught up yet. And this creates dissonance because your operating system, you're operating where you're basically in the future, where you're supposed to be. We're already there. But the density of the physical hasn't caught up yet. And that's what is going to be discussed in this live stream. I'm so grateful for everyone that's coming on right now. Okay, Earth Angel, Caroline, Jen, I appreciate everyone clicking the like button to push this forward. If it resonates, it helps others because many people are literally running on empty. They're feeling tired. They want to know what's going on. Don't worry, your Uncle Mike's going to guide you through it. And what is happening is the total collapse of the 3D. Yeah. The 3D is an illusion, and anyone that's new, it's going to take a bit of time for you to understand it's not real. And it's the energy, as I started this lesson off, it's actually the energy which comes first. We're trained that the physical comes first, okay? And it is on a delay. For those that are making the jump, if you are going to change your everyday life forever this year, it's a pivotal year. It's the year of the fire horse. It happens energetically before it manifests physically in this reality that we're in. So I've been saying this for years. If you focus on these words, start today, it's on a delay. Doesn't that make sense for those that are well-versed on this? And if you're new, you want to start today because it's not gonna pop up in your world tomorrow. One of the major things that I've done in the past few years was a relocation. And I'm here to tell you, to have the perfect, for me, perfect, right? Some people love a fancy, expensive apartment in the city or in Miami. Those things don't resonate with me. Perfect for you and your unique situation. Okay. But to get that perfect situation, there was so much involved to get to that final destination of that length of the journey. Remember, there is no finish line. So in order to make a move, in order to have a real, actual, unconditional love relationship, in order to be in alignment with your vocation, not a job, it's going to take a bit of time. So you're going to want to start it today. The solar flash energy that's coming in, that's blasting you, those that have wrote on Facebook that you feel like you want to jump out of your skin, that you feel like your body's on fire, that you can't take it anymore, right? There's a call to action. And what's the call to action? The call to action, light warriors, is what I've been saying all year long. Embodiment. You can't live your life the old way anymore. If you are love, go forward with love. If you are a certain way in your work, stop going back to the old work and stop self-sabotaging the person that's getting this message. How you doing? The number one thing, because this reality is free will, you are tricked. You are tricked by NPCs. You are tricked by the TV, mainstream media, losers on social media, right? And you get this fear, this guilt. We're going to get to it in the lesson. And then you didn't make the move. You didn't make the move for the actual move. You didn't make the move towards the love. You didn't make the move to the job. You did it. It's called self-sabotaging. It's the number one thing. Why? Because the rules of the universe, the laws of the universe is free will. So all of this, you might be seeing, which I got from, the very strong light warriors that are posting. You're seeing people lash out. You see them lash out in the comment section. Are you seeing it? All right. So you got to understand, if a person is on a video like this and you go out into the spiritual community lens out there, it's a loosh farm. I speak the truth here on this channel. It's going to help guide you through this time. Right? So there is a loosh farm of energy, people lashing out. In this message today, you gotta cancel out fear. Ready? You gotta cancel out fear. You gotta cancel out hate, and you gotta cancel out separation. It's the answer. These are just the answers. I'm just giving the answers today. I'm just delivering the message. Jill, thank you so much for the super chat. 999. I love you, Jill. I'm so grateful. Jill writes, couldn't sleep after 3 last night. Flame on. Love you, light warriors. Yeah. A lot of people waking up in the middle of the night. All right. It took me a little bit of time to fall asleep. Usually I fall asleep very peaceful. Your point of homeostasis. All right. This is what I teach on this channel. Right. So on a daily basis, as I say, I'm able to fall asleep within 3 minutes. So last night, if it's taking me a bit of time to fall asleep, there's something in the ether. There's something stirring up. But 90% of the days out of the year, I fall asleep real fast. When this solar activity is spiking, it's a driving force to the major changes in the world, the major changes in the body, the DNA, receptors. You're picking up on these energies coming through you, and it's got to purge the old. So you might have the lower back tightness. Your stomach might feel like it's in knots. And in the combination platter, it's a combinational platter, you have the pressure in the base of the back, the spine. You have the pressure in the stomach, and it might be so intense that you literally feel like you're being cut in half. Okay, write it in the comments if you feel that level of intensity. And then it's not the stomach that's off, but the pain in the spine could be so intense that you could actually feel nauseous from the pain in the spine. Okay, so I see the chat, we're live, is blowing up right now from right, Paul? Okay, so a lot of people are feeling this, and we're pushing this forward to other people so that they understand that the solar flash cannot be bypassed. We have to go through it. All right. Why is it so intense? Why do you feel like you're losing? I did the video in the past 2 weeks. You're not going crazy because you are experiencing the end and the beginning at the same time. Hello. How you doing? Let's get it through your head right now. You are experiencing the end and the beginning at the same time. So it is extremely so I'm talking about frequency. This is a very deep channel for anyone that's new. It's very deep here. All right. So your nervous system is you feel like you're going to explode out of your body. Let me say it again. Get it through your head. I know it's difficult. You are experiencing the end of a timeline. Watch yesterday's lesson if you didn't watch it. And now you're also at the same time experiencing a beginning. So your nervous system is picking up on two frequencies. Go in the car, drive the car, have the radio on. Okay. And when you pick up two frequencies, it's going to drive you banana sandwich. Have you ever experienced that? So what I'm teaching right now, utilize that to help you. Right? Go in the car, two stations. Can you listen to two stations at the same time? Even if you love one song and the other song you don't really like so much, you would prefer to just pick up one station instead of both. It's just right? So feeling this wrong pipe. When you're feeling this right now, listen, I go through it. There's 24 hours in the day, and there are moments in the day where we are fine and calm, and then it picks up. The pain in the back, it could be okay, and then the pain in the back picks up. So as we're going through it energetically, right? Your energy field, the energy body is ahead of the physical body right now. Okay. So what your nervous system is calibrated to is the person that's living, maybe 6 months from now, and everything's flowing easily, but it's like you're in sludge right now, and in the physical world's not even moving, right? And that's why, for those that are new, it's a deep concept to understand. None of this is real. None of this is real. You could watch my video, review the Mandela effect. None of this is real. It's very difficult to grasp. And situations could come and go. You place something and then it totally is different, or maybe you notice something different in your neighborhood, like personal Mandela effects. But the most, we're all human and we're all empaths. When you see a complete personality change, or a person shuts off. All right. So if anyone is new, you can watch my videos on NPC behavior. Maybe you're experiencing this. I said this already. You will probably experience a lot of these things happening, and you might have people that pop up to try to talk you out of the great leap that you're about to make. Okay, let's not spiritual bypass. Let's be spiritual warriors. If you're getting this, hi, I'm talking right to you. There's going to be people. There's going to be people in your life that pop up. Right? Wim knows the mic drop. What's up, Wim? There's going to be people that pop up that want to separate you. Go back. We're getting rid of fear. We're getting rid of hate. We're getting rid of separation. We're coming together. We're focused on love. And in the world, right? So when you could see this with like a beautiful relationship, man and woman in the ego trying to outdo each other, you don't have love. You don't have a beautiful relationship, not coming together. Group of people Group of people, everyone's in the ego trying to push others back, doesn't move forward. At the time, it's called a constructive interference wave in science. Click subscribe. You'll learn a lot on this channel. Click the like button if you're resonating. It's called constructive interference wave. 1, 2, divine masculine, divine feminine, come together, relationship, boom, world changes. Okay, group of people, right? Create a community or a beautiful work environment, right? Whatever it is, comes together instead of outdoing each other, making that constructive interference wave. We change the world, and that's how we actually change the world. Golden Lioness, I appreciate you. Lotus flower from the mud, a beautiful flower. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of beauty out there. I'm so grateful, Golden Lioness. We need the lionesses to rise. We need the lion kings to rise, and supporting each other, and not doing the separation, not living in the ego, right? It's a massive shift, and the whole world changes when we are going through this. Don't fall for the fear, because it's false evidence appearing real. Okay? So you will feel very ungrounded at this time. Every day I walk barefoot out in nature, every day. I cannot express to you, it is a simple thing. If you have a health and wellness routine, whatever it might be, and I know everyone's life is different. So with that said, and I understand that depending on where you live, listen, I grew up in Brooklyn, in the city, right? But I still found my nature spots. And I didn't understand the power of this years ago. So I'm pushing this forward. Walking barefoot in nature is so important at this time. A simple thing like that, so important. And there's a lot of people dealing with depression, right? All these other things. And instead of having something pushed on you, take this, take that. If you walk barefoot in nature, what you're experiencing, right? Your system, your soul, your energy field is already in the future, and your physical body or the physical reality has not caught up. So there is a dissonance in frequency, and it drives you batty. As you operate in the future and the physical reality is still the same, something must happen. It's festering inside of you. That's the healthy anger. Anger is not bad. Sometimes it could be bad if it's not, under control. Dr. Gabor, I studied Dr. Gabor. I love Dr. Gabor, right? He speaks about healthy anger, and it's part of the spiritual immune system. So when you hold in, right? And you're not lashing out. You don't go into the comment section and be rude to other people. Who does that anymore? Did you graduate from elementary school? Ooh, yeah. Okay. So what happens is all the things that's going on right now, and to get to the next phase, what's happening is transmutation and alchemy. Write it down. Write it down. Okay, Mr. D wants you to write it down. Transmutation and alchemy is occurring. Not comfortable, kid. Not comfortable. So this is the differentiation when I discuss content of character. This has been shared over the years. When we have these solar activities, it is going to bring out what is inside of a person. Right? So if you are a person and then you go into meditation, then you go out in nature, then you're working on yourself, you're working on your craft, and you're using this and the festering inside and the rises up, and that chrism, men, rises up the spine. Okay, these things, transmutation and alchemy. Not self-sabotaging, not being rude this is the modern society. Okay, the people that are rude in the comment section. But again, not everyone's going to make it. People get triggered by that. if you are getting triggered by that, you are the problem. Smash the like button, right? So in our lives, ascension is our personal responsibility. Let me say it one more time for the spiritual bypassers that are out there. Ascension is our personal responsibility. It's not the responsibility to pay some guru. It's not some person to save you. You have to go through it. And this is never going to change. It's happening at a massive level right now. We're pushing this video forward today so it helps other people. It cannot be bypassed. It can't be. Review my video, the one that I'm by the pond, and the only way out is through. And it never changes. It's never going to change. These are the answers. Bella, motivated normal life. Thank you so much for the super chat. Too many ascension symptoms to even write in one comment. Thank you for helping me understand this journey. It's my honor, Bella. I'm so grateful for the super chat. I love you. And I appreciate the kind words. You know, these are the things, when you're wired like this, you know, that makes you inspired to do more. You know, and that's why the community support's great. When everyone shares the videos, you know, it inspires me to do more. You know, and all of us, we do feel like we're running on empty at this time. And that's how we support each other, just with the positive words, the positive gestures. We're all going through it, okay? And the fire cleanse, it's a fire cleanse. That's the transmutation. In the fire horse year, in the sun, the solar flash. And when you feel this, it's not easy. You have been living on a frequency. Listen to the words. You have been living on a frequency your entire life. And now your entire world's about to change. And maybe not in all aspects of life or for the four main things that we operate out of: health, wealth, vocation, right? Your purpose, relationship. And maybe in one of those places, it's going to be like you've never experienced this ever in your life. So in the subconscious, in your nervous system, it's like it's like malfunctioning. So that's why we have to understand the science of why we feel this in our nervous system. Oh, now I understand why I feel these things, and now I know I could go out in age. Oh, now I could put a priority on my eating habits. Everyone does whatever they want. I'm just sharing from my journey. It works. If you don't put a priority on your eating habits, don't be eating the junk food. Don't be eating the fast food. What are they putting in the fast food? What's in there? You are what you eat. Yeah. And that's why you want to be listening to your body. And so I'm giving you a real life example from my journey. When the solar flares, when it gets really intense, usually, I'm called to eat like more potatoes. I also eat sourdough bread, and it kind of grounds me. And in what we're going through right now, I like any type of carb. I've just, because of the stomach, it just I can't do it. So you are going to go through these changes. It might be difficult to eat a lot. Like you might be a person like I'm a very active person. I train. I go to the gym every day. It's difficult to. Ascension comes first. I have to deal with this first. And then later down the road could be another week. And who knows? And that's why we get nervous, because like we can't see the end. We don't know how much longer, oh, this is going to happen, 1 week, 2 weeks. Oh, it's finished. It could be finished right now. So that's where the uncomfortable sensation comes from. we want to move forward. Sometimes you're in the traffic and you're behind like a big truck, and you can't see, you can't like, and no one's moving, and like maybe if you're in a place and you can say, oh, they're starting to move. I'm going to move in about a minute, 30 seconds. We're going to start moving. But if you can't, you have no clue, you can't see. So then you start getting into panic. And a lot of people across the world, they're feeling this panic. So I'm trying to explain to you, just like if you're in that car and you can't see over the truck that's in front of you, you start to panic because you don't know, and you got to go, and you're in your car. So that will help you. Denise Roberts, thank you so much for the super chat. I love you, Denise. Thank you, Michael, for all you do for humanity. You are loved and appreciated. This is such a beautiful community of people. I appreciate that, Denise. I appreciate those beautiful words. Isn't it a great thing to be loved and appreciated? I'm so grateful for that. Yeah, many people had to walk this journey alone in the past few years, but it molds us. And, when you take the time out, you know about life, you know about people. You don't feel these things when you're, bombarded with a lot of voices, bombarded in the chaos. When you sit quietly, you know the answers. And when you're here now, like my journey has many phases. That's why I keep telling you, there is no finish line to ascension. I'm not the same person I was 7 years ago. And I also am not the same person I was 3 years ago. And a lot of people, I'm dishing out this video today, and almost we're approaching that moment 3 years ago, a massive energy burst in the Schumann resonance in 23. And many lives were changed after that. And you might have gone through this journey and you realize the timeline shifted and things got more and more as the energies are going higher and higher, especially post 2020. You're seeing more and more weird stuff. Are you seeing weird behaviors and weird things happening? You could say, I never seen these things, and it's happening more and more. And if you're a sharp person, a lot of people can't hold their attention in the modern society. They have a lot of toxins. They're not thinking clearly. But if you are able to go in your brain and try to think back prior to 2020, and you say, I never seen this behavior prior to 2020. I never seen all these weird things happen, glitching quantum reality. And as the energy's rising, you're seeing all these weird glitches happening more and more. I don't remember this happening. Or maybe you had like once in a blue moon, once in a blue, you had something weird happen. And now it's like almost happening on a weekly basis. Earth Angel Fire 777 writes, yeah, it's nuts. All right. So realize that these influx of energies, we live in a quantum reality where frequencies govern the universe. And as the frequency shifts, the reality shifts. And then it could go back and forth and up and down and side to side. And it's wild. It's a wild time, and you better buckle up, baby. Are you buckled in? Are you strapped in? We're ready. We're on a roller coaster. We're ready to go, baby. All right. So in the world, when you see this behavior, we are becoming more, and there are many people that have done inner work, detoxification, a lot of things on their journey. Very connected to God, personal relationship to God, connected to source energy. If a person is separate from God, separate from source energy, the emotions and feelings of lack, survival, and lashing out. In this very high energetic moment in the history of humanity, we are seeing a split in the world. People are working on themselves, becoming stronger, becoming younger, becoming more bright and vibrant. because God is constantly feeding you. Listen carefully to the message. God is constantly feeding you, or the energy of the universe, the source energy is flowing through you, and it's an inexhaustible source of energy. And then there are people that they lost that connection to God, and they're lashing out, and they feel separate. These are the feelings, the emotions that are coming up. We don't want to feel separate from each other. We want to have beautiful relationships. We want to have beautiful communities. There are two versions to everything. Know this. And that's why when you've done the inner work, you got your clairs up, as we discuss on this channel. Get your clairs up, kid. You got your clairs up, clairsentience. You could feel energy, and you're going to know right away. And you could feel if something's off. If you could feel if something's for you. And on paper, right, you could say, oh, I didn't even realize this girl was just like me, or I didn't even realize this guy was just like me. These are my buddies over here. I didn't even So you don't want to judge by the label, by the look. And we see this in a modern society because everything's got to fit into a robotic algorithm. Go with the label. Nah, these are our everyday lives, right? And I'm so grateful for everyone hitting the subscribe button. If you haven't, it really supports this channel. We want to keep this channel authentic. So the people that are hearing this, the more that you click subscribe, the more that you click share, click like, it keeps this authentic, because we don't want to. Do you want to live your life in a box? Oh, so now I'm going to do this and fit into all these labels over here, right? And we've seen this in the world. We're not doing it anymore. We're being ourselves. We're being unique. We're being authentic. Catherine, thank you so much for the super chat. I love you, Catherine. Thankful for the synchronicities. Woke up 2 nights ago and something told me to look at the clock. It was 2:22. It's intense now. Thankful to be on this journey with you. Much love, Michael. I love you, Catherine. Thank you so much for that. I'm so grateful. BJ Perkett, thank you so much for the super chat. I love you. I'm so grateful for this channel. Our Everyday Lives family keeps me grounded and not lonely anymore. I have Michael's teachings and everyone here. Love you all. I love you, BJ. So one thing I would tell with people, like, you could have people in your life, but you will feel lonely because there's no connection. There's no human soul connection. There's fake stuff. There's fake content on social. Everything is different. Like, and that's why the world is splitting, because this technology, like I'm using it, it's so people that are using it and learning and educating, it's such a great thing. And then there's a lot of weird stuff, a lot of things that people are seeking connection. And if you're seeking connection, you got the channel and the community right here. Sheru, thank you so much for the super chat. You are a lighthouse. This is helping me transmute energies. Cobra pose for the spine. Grounding mat. Walk barefoot. Epsom salt bath. Rebounding exercise. Absolutely. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I love you. Grateful for the support. We're not in survival mode anymore. So I speak as a teacher. I noticed 3 of you going through all. I said, you got to look at these videos, and I see people commenting and going back to the videos. So I'm giving you want to do this work? I'm giving you the answers and what we discussed in the previous 2 weeks. And you should watch that video. You're done suffering. You ain't suffering no more. Now, when I said that and I did that video, God doesn't just do it for you. There are things. It has to be the embodiment. There are people that have understood this word embodiment. They understand how to move forward in the I am presence. You're not suffering. You're not tolerating it, because these boundaries, not walls. There are people that have walls up, right? You might have been hurt in the past. You got walls up. You ain't going to have anything moving forward. You're going to be lonely. You're not going to have job opportunities, whatever it is. I understand. So what you need to do, if you haven't got through this, because I'm speaking to people that we all kind of go through the same journey. And there are good people that operate with walls and not boundaries. These are all the main things that are people that you're right there, you're doing the work, you're good people. And I can reflect on my personal life. You operate with a wall, you ain't going to get over that wall. You have boundaries, you have healthy boundaries. Okay? You self-sabotage. You listen to NPCs that flap their gums. It happens over and over and over again. It's the frequency. And so this is called pendulums. If you're new, you'll learn a lot on this channel. Pendulums of society. Those are not souls talking. It's just a pendulum. It's a groupthink thought. It's called a pendulum. We have to have soul connection in our life. And the more people, and this is what I've gone through. I know a lot of people have felt this. You're so sick and tired of fake people. And it's unbelievable how fake people are in the world. I'm not saying everyone is like that, but a lot. Do you agree? Smash the like button if you agree. The 100s are coming up in the chat right now. The chat's blowing up. So this is the shift, because we are seeking when the energy gets very high, and that's what this solar flash is doing for all of us. The higher it goes, the stronger it goes. It's knocking everything over. Okay, we glitched a video the other day out of nature. A lot of people resonated. Every time it's powerful. That's all these shifts that are going on. You lived your life. We're going to be nice and cool now. We're going to be real cool. You lived your life at a certain level. It's rooted in your subconscious. It's rooted in your nervous system. It has to be such a powerful force that it knocks them out of that old frequency. That's the constructive interference wave. That's why it's got to be powerful, and it's got to hurt, kid. You got to feel pain. You have a choice. I'm going to give you a choice. Right now, I'm going to give you a choice, light warriors. You're going to have to deal with pain. Everyone that hears this, if 1 million people hear this message, 1 million people will have pain. Ooh, I don't like pain. So you're going to choose your pain right now. Ready? You're going to choose the pain of discipline or the pain of regret, the pain of pushing through the fear to your love, or the pain of regret. And one pain only lasts a little bit, and the other pain is a lifetime. You make the choice. It's just the answer. Motivational channel here. Wow. Kenzadi, thank you so much for the super chat. Love your videos. Evan got me hooked. Let's rise. Thank you for being you. I appreciate you, Kenzie. I hope I'm saying it right. I love you so much. I'm so grateful. Yeah, so it's really, it's an event of a lifetime. And we're witnessing the whole 3D reality collapse. None of it's easy. We have been wired a certain way. We're having a system processing. Reboot your apps, your computer. You want to use them. You want to move forward in your everyday life. And there's the spinning wheel. I call it the spinning wheel of doom. You ever see that? You have your device and it's going like this. It's looping round and round and round. Right? You want to move forward. That's your energy body. And we're in a system processing. So that's that nervous system. These are the feelings. We're riding waves. We're literally riding waves. And as you have the intensity rise up, and then it goes back, and you say, oh, thank God it's over. Nope, comes back again. How many people went through this in the past couple of weeks, right? Oh, so intense. Whoop, it goes back. Intermittent fasting helps. Again, you have to know your journey. I know when I had to do a 72-hour fast, I don't do it all the time. I know when I have to do a 24-hour fast, I don't do it all the time. You have to know when. Don't get, there's a lot of people that, you fall for there are people that go on social media and they get a spiritual concept. They're actually a broken individual and they will pump it and and it becomes a label and then it becomes their identity. So I will share the words of a great divine feminine, was my Nana. Yeah. It's such a simple phrase, but it is the answer. It's the key to the universe. There's a time for this and a time for that. Know the season, know what you have to do, get through it, and move on with your life. Start living your everyday life. Live with, don't sit there. You're not doing this. You're not sacrificing for your whole life. We have to go through time periods where we do have to sacrifice food or whatever it might be, but it doesn't become your identity. You are in a crushing. You weren't supposed to live in the crushing forever. It was a season. God puts us through seasons, not a lifetime. Let Michael tell you, okay? Bella, thank you so much. I love you, Bella. Bella writes, it seems like everyone is fake. Would it be wrong to start reprogramming NPCs for me rather than against me? Just wondering. So I appreciate you, Bella. Your external frequency, and again, you will have interactions, but if it comes, especially when it comes to a relationship or anyone in your life, once you have set the boundary or your frequency shifted, people don't bother you no more. And it's sad. The sadness. I go through this too. It's unbelievable how many fake women are in this world. What a disgrace, right? But the thing happens is they'll pop up and they can't last a day or two, or they'll just malfunction and they don't. There's a frequency there. It's a frequency, right? So if you're a divine feminine, you're not going to have a weasel beta male in your life, and there's a lot of weasels out there. A lot of low-hanging fruit boys out there, right? So regardless of who you are, this is the channel for you. If you're on a journey of self-development, if you're on the journey of ascension, is that you? You came to the right place today. You didn't come to the spiritual bypassing place. You didn't come to the victimhood place. You came to the empowerment. And a lot of people don't like empowerment because it ain't easy, kid. Sharon, I love you. You're the #1 fan. I appreciate you, Sharon. Thank you for the super chat. I love you. I'm so grateful today. Grateful for all of you. This is a time period where I'm getting into the closing remarks now. Really focus on what you wanted to experience in life. We have been running with programs maybe since childhood. The basic program could be like, I do not deserve. No, you do deserve. And what you need to do with your new frequency is you become non-negotiable. Because something of lesser value, listen carefully, something of lesser value will try to fill the void. We're all cleansed. We cleansed ourselves. We cleansed our reality. You don't fill the void, right? I don't have a low-hanging fruit girl next to me and say, oh, I'll just settle for anything to be my girlfriend. Nah, kid, right? You understand what I'm saying? So it is going to be difficult, but you do not allow non-negotiable, less value come into your life. Don't do it, kid. You're still in the game. When you still wake up every day, you're still in the game. Or, maybe a job opportunity. Yeah, well, it's not really the job I want, but I'm just going to say, again, we have to understand where we are in life. You have to, maybe when it comes to job, because we have to make money, you will transition. You're working on your craft as you are going through the job that you really don't like. I just was talking to someone. He's grateful, but it doesn't really serve his soul. But I said, listen, you got to make, and then you're going to transition to something later. Okay, so great life coaching on this channel. I appreciate all of you. And what we want to do is, now that we are given these energies, we want to apply them to our everyday lives. What a channel. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm grateful for the outpouring support. Anything that you do, if you click the like button, if it resonates, click the subscribe button. I'm so grateful for that. And you'll get a daily notification. You could even set an alarm. Trust me, there will be a daily video, just in case of some reason the notifications don't pop up in this wild world that we're in. Leave a comment down below. You could watch the videos that you've missed this past week. It's going to help catch you up. We have Facebook, tremendous reels on Facebook and posts, TikTok, Patreon, Instagram. Utilize the hashtag OurEverydayLives. Sharing is caring. I'm grateful if you share the videos. Let's keep the channel authentic, and that's why I rely on God and the community support. Sharing is caring. I appreciate all of the divine masculine that are here right now. I am very grateful for all of the divine feminine that are here right now. Merge the two, not separation. All right, that's the main idea. We're not doing a separation anymore. We're coming together. We're making union. And union is not only just romantic. It's people coming together. It's a constructive interference wave. Let's do it, kid. Let's do it. Let's get out of the ego, and let's go to the spirit, and let's rise. And we're all rising today. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Wim. Do you feel a sense of positivity? And I'm grateful for all of you. None of this is easy for any of us. We're all exhausted. We all feel it. And but we are rising above. And you have to go through and cross this bridge. That's what we're doing. We're crossing the bridge. It's like the bridge to Asgard. And we're going up to heaven now. So I love you guys. And everyday life has got to be heaven. Not suffering. Not all this other stuff. We're not doing it anymore. We're rising up today. So I hope it helps. And I love you guys. We're flying high like an eagle. Absolutely. I appreciate you all. Bye for now.